I'm pretty sure everybody in the stadium felt that was a strike, and it's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Down and away, skirts the dirt, and it's 1-1 to Arnold. And like we said, Griffith working with a 2-run lead here in the first frame of the state semifinals. Breaking pitch, down and away, didn't miss by much, just a bit under the knees there. Good location on that breaking ball, and it's 2-1. 1-1 on the way. High leg kick, down and away the pitch, 2-1. Of course, this is the last ride for Griffith. He was on the state championship team in 2015. That one, another breaking ball, perfect spot. Frustration there from Griffith to start it off as he walks Arnold.
Scoreboard was off by one pitch.
And it's a walk. So a leadoff walk issued to Matt Arnold. That's rare to see out of Griffith. He's not the kind of guy to walk a lot of people.
In a situation like this state final, the semifinal game, a team that you don't know too well, it's just going to be a little bit different now.
Pitch on the way. He finally got that strike down and away. Griffith kind of giving the what if there after finally getting the call down and away. But it'll come eventually. A couple of those pitches for Lancaster were called balls, and he finally got them near the end of the inning as they throw over. Good catch by Lewis to keep that one from going behind him all the way to the wall. Back safely is Arnold. Grayson Reed standing in, a 0-1 count. Mouse sets up inside to pitch on the way up and in and just missed 1-1 as the Bearcat fans wanted that one to be a strike. Griffith's kind of wondering where the strike zone is right now, but it'll come to him. Can't get flustered early.
No. You still have a 2-0 lead right here. Again, just do what you've done all season.
This one called strike. It was a little high up and away, but he got the strike call. Boy, it's everywhere right now. 1-2 the count.
Pitchers frustrated. Hitters are frustrated too because you don't know what zone to protect.
Well, that high stuff starting to get called here in this inning. Is 1-2 on the way. That's a plate. That's about 4 or 5 balls off the plate. Good location, but 2-2.
As a hitter, I just want consistency. I just want to know: are you going to call the outside? Are you calling the inside pitch? Are you calling the high pitch? Are you calling the low pitch? And right now, it's kind of all over the place. So you're not sure what zone to protect.
Mouse sets up away, and this one outside corner paints it for strike 3 looking, and that's a call Griffith likes to get down and away with that fastball, and he gets his first strikeout of the afternoon.
And see, the problem with that, he didn't get that a little while ago. It's just
that first at bat, if he'd have got those calls early, he might have already rung up 2 this half inning. A double play from getting out of this with a man at first, 1 out. Cats playing double play depth with Bradley at short, Davidson at second. As Graham Dalton, the second baseman, stands in. The pitch down and away. Good block by Mouse, and it's 1-0. And we've seen Mouse come along well this year.
He's done a good job, with
Aaron Rose getting prepared for football, what he was able to do. With what Jared's been able to do, it's been pretty impressive.
He's done a great job behind the plate this year.
The 1-0 in on the hands just a bit inside, and it's 2-0. And that's a call you saw a lot of in the Southwest District Tournament. Anytime you put it in on the hands around waist high, it was a strike. As long as it wasn't too far in, it seemed like. Just tuning in, 2-0, Virginia High leading Chatham here in the bottom of the first. Virginia High, the away team. This one's a called strike, down and away, 2-1. A little late call there. But
I think that's the problem, where he's just so late with his call. He's just not sure if he's calling a strike or a ball right now.
2-1 the count. Griffith from the stretch. Pitch on the way. The runner gets going, and this one's popped up into shallow right. Bobby Medley coming in. Makes a grab. Look over to first. Back there, unable to tag. It's Arnold. They get the pop out there for out number 2 of the end. Now, Jake Waters, catcher, cleanup man for Chatham, stands in. 2 down in the end. So, very young team.
For him, there's just this is it. They just kind of wonder. He kind of gave a speech on today before the game.
Yeah, seniors are especially emotional about these kind of ball games. I know you've been a football coach. You got the elimination games at the end of the year. You definitely see the senior step up. Most of them did.
And it's exciting, the senior. You realize it could be a ball game. It could be your last ball game, but then in the end, you might have one more. So it's exciting. Then if you do lose, it's that.
0-1 pitch down and away, called strike, and that's the spot that could live today if they let him. It's 0-2. It's a tough pitch to get to down and away. Not one you can pull very easily. You have to go up over there, as there's no 2 count. Run first, 2 down. Good pitch out in front on the breaking ball, strike 3. Griffith worked around the leadoff walk to get 2 strikeouts in the inning. No runs, no hit, no error, and 1 left on for Chatham. We head into the top of the second inning. Cat lead 2-0 here on Bearcat Radio. We'll be right back.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it, and you can hear it repeatedly without feeling anything. But when we introduce a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural or inborn response from you. Save the food, because 40% of all food in the US never gets eaten. Save the food. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit savethefood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue, and you can use like anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.
Hey, bro, toss me that avocado.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to readyvirginia.gov and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by Ready Virginia, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio as we go into the second inning. Bearcats leading this one, winning 2-0. As we'll have 8, 9, and 1. Bradley, Lathrop, and Medley to lead off the inning. Michael Bradley coming up, the shortstop today for Virginia High since Griffith's on the bump. See if Michael can get the inning going. 2 runs the last half inning for Virginia High to get things underway. And we talked about how that might have calmed the nerves of this group because other than a couple of seniors, it's a pretty young team that Coach Daniels has brought up the road here to Pulaski.
It is, and I mean, getting off to a hot start or a good start early definitely going to help these younger players be more comfortable.
First pitch on the way from Lancaster, called strike in on the hands, and it's 0-1 to Bradley. Again, Virginia High, the road team this afternoon.
Because, when you play a team that you haven't seen all year, you don't see too much about or hear anything about them. If they get off to a hot start.
This one reached for by Bradley and fouled back, and it's 0-2.
You kind of get worried, and maybe this is a really good team. Maybe we're not as good as we think we are. Maybe we're not, maybe they're better than us. So us coming on to a hot start is really, really positive, really good thing for us.
Especially when you're facing a team that's only lost 2 ball games all year.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm sure that they've faced some tough opponents as well, as that one misses low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But if you're Virginia High, you got that start to the season. You went 1-5, but you played a couple of 6A teams in the middle of that, and you played Abingdon and Tennessee High. Then you turn around and you only lose 2 games the rest of the year. They've basically had the same record when you look at it that way. As that's a swing and a miss called, and that's strike 3 from Lancaster, and that's 2 strikeouts for him as he gets Bradley swinging. Now Jamie Lathrop will get his first plate appearance of the afternoon.
And we'll see what happens in these next few innings, but you just kind of wonder now, has the freshman from Chatham, has he kind of gained his composure, and now he's in a groove?
He went from a runner in scoring position 1 out and got out of that jam last half inning. This one inside corner, and that's the big difference from last inning to this inning. He's getting the first pitch across for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Lathrop. Lathrop waiting on the delivery. That one misses up and away, 1-1. Just tuning in, 2-0 Virginia High leading Chatham in this ball game. Lancaster winds and fires a 1-1 in on the hands. Just missed low and in. Actually, a called strike. Did he call that a strike?
Yeah.
1-2 to Lathrop. This one out in front of a breaking pitch, and that's the second out of the inning. Got him out in front. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Lancaster as he settled in.
Well, it seems like that strike zone has widened a little bit.
Yeah, Lathrop had to extend there, especially with a 1-2 count. Couldn't really take. Ended up chasing a breaker in the dirt.
But right now he's giving both pitchers the inside and the outside. So
now Medley stands in, singled and scored in the first. Breaking ball in on the hands, called a strike.
Like I said, he's giving them that inside pitch and outside pitch. As a hitter right now, I mean, it's tough to cover. It's tough to cover both zones there. I mean, he's giving them both right now, inside and outside.
That's a tough pitch for Medley to get to because he's in on the plate as he lines this one the other way. A good snag in the air by Dalton as he caught it just before it hit the ground. A line out ends the inning, and the Cats go 1-2-3 in the second.
I mean, if you're Chatham, that's exactly what you wanted right there.
2-0 Virginia High leading. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Cavaliers when we get back here from Pulaski.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. I love that country music connects people all over this great nation, but unfortunately so does something else, childhood hunger. 15 million children struggle with hunger in America. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks works to rescue our surplus food to help provide billions of meals to families in need across the country. Join the fight against hunger at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it, and you can hear it repeatedly without feeling anything. But when we introduce a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural or inborn response from you. Save the food, because 40% of all food in the US never gets eaten. Save the food. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit savethefood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School Athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue, and you can use like anything as a ball.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio. 2-0 Virginia High leading Chatham in the state semifinals. The winner will play for the state championship tomorrow as Potajecki will lead off the inning, followed by Hunter Adkins and Bray Adkins. Pitch on the way from Griffith as he works with a 2-0 lead. That one on the corner called strike, and that's a pitch he never got after the first batter, though. He seems to have gotten that down and away pitch as the strike zone's finally found itself here in the inning. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, and another one right on the corner. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Up and away, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch down and away, and the Cats will throw it around here as they get a leadoff strikeout. And Griffith has struck out 2 in a row as now Hunter Adkins will come to the plate.
You just kind of wonder if one of these coaches is eventually going to say something to the umpire just about the strike zone. I mean, it's impossible for a hitter to cover both. I mean, if you're giving him inside, giving both guys inside and outside, it's tough on a hitter to cover both.
This one, big breaker, breaks off the plate, and it's 1-0. Griffith, the lone guy on this team that remembers back when the Cats went to the state championship in 2015. He's only one around. There's a line drive hit towards short and gloved by Bradley for out number 2. But if you're a pitcher for either team, you're loving what you're getting so far. And if you like a defensive game, I'm sure that you like where you're at.
Yeah.
Where this strike zone is there's 2 outs.